What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 18 of Talk with Money. I'm so excited, you guys. We've got a lot we're talking about today. We have Jasmine Zoe on the show. We have our girl JT on the show. We got a new Money's First Listen on the show. Two of my favorite people, by the way, so this is a little different. And yeah, I'm excited. Let's get into it. And if you haven't already, you guys, go subscribe to SONIQ's YouTube, Spotify, and only $3 on Patreon, y'all. Go subscribe. Go check us out. Stay tuned with all things pop culture, all things money. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Talk with Money. And guess who I have here today? None other than the beautiful, gorgeous, talented JT, y'all.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Yes, so we're going to be getting into a few things with JT today. But first, I want to talk about something that has been roaring on my heart lately. And I know that you and I talk a lot about, you know, networking and just inspiring each other and trying to do better. We just want to do better. Okay? But my issue is, we're both from Richmond, Virginia. My issue is with the streets in Richmond, Virginia, the creative streets, is that I don't think, well, let me ask before I even do all that. How do you think the networking is in the streets of Richmond?
I think it's all about you get what you're looking for. If you looking for mess, you can be associated with some mess.
Okay.
If you're looking for growth, you can be associated with growth.
Yeah.
It just depends on who you are and what you're attracting to yourself, I think.
You think?
Yeah.
Here's my issue. So I don't think people really know. Oh, it's a lot of mess. It's a lot of mess. And I don't like, personally, when like I meet somebody at the club or at a show, or maybe I'm in the studio and people are there. You know, people just be lingering. Or at a networking event. Because I threw a networking set. Remember that little networking set I did? It was just a mess. Wasn't that a mess?
It wasn't.
It wasn't a mess. We was on the phone for the weeks after that event. I was so weak. No.
I love a good phone key.
Okay. And we were kid after that event because the networking is just a mess. It was like, what is going on? And I think that I want to be around people who want to carry themselves a certain way, who are willing to learn, who are willing to discipline themselves, who are willing to sacrifice, so that I can be an asset to other people. But people aren't even doing that work within themselves. They take on the title.
Yeah.
They do.
We love titles.
I'm a this, I'm a that. I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a that. You know, I'm an engineer, I'm a producer, I'm a, give me something. I'm a promoter. I'm a model. You know, I'm a photographer. They love doing that camera thing around. Y'all on them cameras, I'm trusting not one photographer. And I see y'all on them cameras. They used to get free in clubs. They don't have no real skill. They just buy a camera. And because we want our pictures taken, because we're so vain nowadays, we just bring on the photographer on in there and they pedophiles. But that's a different situation. You just watch you networking with y'all. I know anyway. Just watching you networking with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely think for me is that I take my craft seriously.
Yeah.
And the only issue I've had with networking in Richmond is like you were saying, people don't take it as serious. People want the accolade and the title, but they don't want the work and the grind that comes with that accolade and title. And that is why I'm just more to myself now. When I originally moved back to Richmond from ODU, I was regaining my presence here in Richmond and like mojo and letting people know who I am, because I was going for like 5 years, and it was just, there's a lot of fake
and phoniness.
Fake and phony. Not even with just like, not in regards to drama or anything, but like you're not really a photographer.
Yeah, boom.
You don't know how to use Photoshop.
Right, you don't really know how to use Pro Tools.
Right, you're not a singer.
Yeah.
You get everything edited in post.
Right, and you singing all the time.
You can't sing live.
Oh, yeah.
But you at every open mic.
Yeah, and actually your stuff didn't even mixed right, because you didn't even know how to conduct yourself in the studio with the person. They just took your money if you even paid for it, because y'all don't even invest in your stuff. So anybody that don't invest in their stuff is automatically a red flag to me, because you don't even take yourself seriously. If you can't invest in money and sacrifice and then discipline yourself and train yourself up and practicing for your craft, then what are you really bringing to the table? And also, if you're a singer, because you said something about singers. If you're a singer in this business and you're not singing, and you're selling anything other than good music, then what are you in the...
You don't have a performance track.
Yeah, you're not a rapper.
I'm sorry.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. But what I will say about the networking scene, the positive.
The positive. Okay, perfect. We want to see more.
The people who genuinely consider, like, are an asset and want to be an asset for other people that they network with, I have come across some amazing people like yourself, who want to put me on to something, who has something going for themselves, who we're locked in like this. So I think another networking tip is just trust your gut. Because everyone I meet, I can tell from the first interaction whether it's going to be conducive or a waste of my time.
Right. And we love those relationships that are conducive. Now, again, I said this earlier in the episode, but not everybody's perfect, you know? Yeah. So I never go into a connection thinking this person's going to be perfect. I do go into a connection thinking, hey, what can I learn? What can I get substantial? I do want some substance. You know what I'm saying? Because we're big. Our age, you know what I'm saying? These are the big ages. We're not 19 anymore. You know what I'm saying? And so the fun and games are out the door.
Honey.
We're building for
just
our future.
Turned 26.
Oh, look at you, Juicy. Yeah,
she's grown.
Yeah, yes. Exactly. We need grown women conversations.
Yeah, exactly.
We need if I meet somebody, we need to push forward. So I think what I want is something we've been talking about, like behind the scenes here. It's just like people who are willing to play their part and willing to, how can I say this? We need Kris Jenners. And, you know, do it make sense to you? You like the Kardashians?
I'm not a big Kardashian.
But you see that correlation, what I'm trying to say? Like, we need
like the support system, like being supportive of other people.
Yeah, supportive of and do that work behind the scenes.
Yeah. Okay, I get it, because Kris is like the momager.
The momager, behind the scenes, to put all her daughters on. And then she do stuff for Kanye. Behind the scenes, and she do stuff for other people. And so she's an asset. You know, she's valuable. We need more people that are assets and valuable, bring value to stuff.
And I think a lot of it is with social media too, like, you're not really valuable. You just have this one thing that people love and you're highlighting that, but like all around, you're not well-rounded. And that's like what I want more of. And I've been
well-rounded. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Speak your shit. Right.
I've been blessed, like, with just to meet well-rounded people who have it all, who have the full package. Because I consider myself the full package, and I only want to be around other full packages.
Exactly. No, and you've been consistent with that since I've known you. You know what I'm saying? And you've always been in this, your mindset is elevating and growing. Like, no matter whatever what you go through, no matter you're going through school, you're going through work, you're going through anything, you're always in a position to elevate yourself. And you said something to me, like behind the scenes here, that what's it called? Your new song actually is called Elevated Existence.
Period.
Which we're listening to later on in the show, which is so on theme for you. It's so on theme. If you know JT, y'all, you know that Elevated Existence is JT's theme. And she's always bringing in the glow. She walked through the door, she was going, I'm fangirling and boosting her up. But y'all, she's a joy. Like, she is not just, this that fake. For me, what I think that I do that works is one, consistency. You know I'm big on consistency. I have to be consistent.
And that's what I need to work on, is my consistency, actually.
Okay, look at you. Okay, it's all part of growth. Remember I said accepting,
acknowledging
the truth. Okay, is how you can change it. And also, secondly, for me, I think that what I do is I'm always willing to learn, and I can take criticism. Like, I don't, if I show a song, I don't like going in it with this song's amazing and beautiful. No, I don't want to hear what's wrong with it. So I can be.
Yeah, I think taking critique is so important. Like, that's the one thing that people are, but not only taking the critique, being able to give valuable critique. Yeah, but JT, I'm gonna ask you, what are some things that you feel that you do well, good, right? Is that the question? What do I do well? Yeah. I think that I'm very genuine. I think that translates in my art, work, networking, everything. Like, if you know me, you know that it's coming from the heart. Anything that I don't feel compelled to do or be a part of, I don't participate. You really don't. No, she would not do it. No, and she is strongly. I'm quick to pull it, honey. Yeah, if it's not making sense, it has to make sense. That is like number one rule, I think. Yeah, and I think that's one thing that you inspired me. Like, I love that about you. The fact that it has to make sense. You're not gonna do anything purposely. Okay. And you are really that girl that's on her shit. Period. And you gotta be careful. You cannot smack your name on just anything. And that's one thing our girl JT, is not gonna do. We got that. And I want to get into, later on, we're going to get into some things that she does so it can make more sense. And we're going to listen to that song of hers too. And we're going to add it to our playlist so it can make more sense about JT. Okay, so JT and Moni's don'ts. Do not do this. Don't do it. If you want to network, be successful, this is what I've learned so far. I'll start it off. Please. Don't be messy. And what does that mean? It means so many things. I'll say it and highlight two standpoints. But one, it's always going to be drama. Let's be real. We all creatives. We're artists. We're passionate. We have personalities, big ones. Like, you have to learn see it, act like you always see it.
Yeah.
Unfazed, don't carry energy, don't carry around negativity, don't be the person gossip. Because that's what you're going to be known for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think and your name is your brand.
Okay.
So don't be messy, but also don't be messy with your work, what you put out. Because the first thing that people are going to spot is the weak point.
Oh, that is very true.
And you got to make sure you got the package with a bow on it, taped up, ready to be shipped. You can't show up with the box unopened up, you ain't got no tape, using staples, it's not gonna work.
No, and I know exactly what you're saying, because when people look at your post or look at something that you put out there, the first thing their mind is going to is what's wrong.
Right. They look for the imperfection.
Yeah, they look for the imperfection immediately, and then when they don't see it initially, then they move on to say, oh, no. Right.
And that's just a society thing. That's what media has taught us as consumers, is to see the negative. So you gotta make sure there's nothing. You gotta be flawless, honestly, and just strive for that. And it's not. You're not always gonna be flawless. None of us are perfect, but the effort is gonna translate. It's enough of it. That's gonna translate over the imperfection.
I agree. Don't be messy, because we talked about that earlier in the show today. Is being messy and talking about people, because people do that when they're and don't be envious. I remember when I first started out, and I had my first shows. I was performing at the Nutty Buttery 6 years ago, and one of my friends, she was she was praising me because she's a hard jade, it's my girl. But she was praising me, but she was talking about another artist, and I think I snooted my nose up at the artist or something like that. And she was like, you was too early in the game for you to be a hater. I said, oh, I said a hater. But I didn't understand what she was saying. I said, girl, I'm not hating, I'm just da-da-da-da. But honestly, when we speak negatively, it does something to our creativity, I feel. Mm-hmm. So I don't go around. Sometimes people do fucked up shit, and so we do have to vent a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I've learned to not really. Well, I don't pay attention to no one unless I like you. So I don't have time. You know what I'm saying? Just don't hate and don't be envious. And what else?
Can I
be strategic? Yeah, piggyback
off the don't be envious, because that was a big issue that I had, especially when I was coming home from school and having to reestablish myself on the creative scene here in Richmond. Was dang, I'm from here. This is my city. How this girl that ain't even from here doing better than me, or knows more people, and It's it really put me in a mindset of am I good enough? Is this enough? Do I belong here? And I had to, change my way of thinking, and more so okay, she on right now. You need to be her friend. Why you hating?
Exactly.
You need to figure out how she
turn orange into orange.
Yeah, exactly. We trying to make lemonade.
Okay, exactly. We care about that one. No, exactly. I'm glad you said that, JT, because it's actually see the beauty and the value instead of seeing the enemy. Because back to networking, that's networking properly, because you never know how that person can help you in your, experience your journey.
And I think self-regulation. That's one of my dues. I'm sorry. I know we're doing the don't list right now.
What is self-regulation?
Even with having the thought of my first initial feeling, because feelings are real, and it's the first thing that smacks you. My first feeling was envy. Yeah. But through my self-regulation, I was able to create an opportunity for myself. You know what I'm saying?
That's very true. You had to check yourself.
Yeah. Basically. Even when I get we're all passionate, we're artists. But if I'm ever able to regulate myself, I'm not going to lash out in the session because it's not going my way. I can sense what's not going my way, sense the feeling, and attack the issue. Yeah, because there's been plenty of times where I have to check myself too. You know what I'm saying? I'd be and I think this helped with my confidence a lot. Over the years, me going to a lot of shows and seeing a lot of artists and seeing the competition out there, and just feeling I can do that better. Oh, look at them. What are they doing right now? Yeah, snooze my nose up and everything like that. I'm quick to snooze my nose up.
She's
a bougie queen.
But it's we could say that we're human, but we're talking about elevated existence, right? And so we have to regulate ourselves. We have to say, okay, let me change my mindset. So when I change my mindset, I can probably connect with this person and then get the fruit, because it's still a business at the end of the day. It's still a business, and it don't have to be personal. We think we have to be somebody's friend. Right. Just start off with the genuine reason why you want to connect. Oh my gosh, I love your work. I would love to work with you. I love this about you. Da 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 da. I'm trying to learn this. Da 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 da. And be real with it. And I think that's be real with it.
Okay, so we need a list of just the words of the do's and of the don'ts. Okay. And we'll do 5 for each.
A quick little,
quick little,
So I'm gonna get JC to go ahead with the 5 do's. JC, what should we do out here, girl?
Do. Put a bow on it. Make it look good.
My nails long, by the way.
If you're going to do it, make it look sexy, okay?
True. Yes.
Do have the ability to take critiques.
Yeah.
And become better and better and better. And just strive for the growth.
Yeah.
Do network.
Yeah.
With the right people.
Yeah. have a positive attitude that can
have a positive attitude that can
your attitude is so positive. I think that's what works for you. Oh my God. That's what it is. Because she has such a positive attitude and just a radiance about her. And it works for you. It works. Yes.
Period. And are we on, do we have 5 yet? One more. Last two.
Oh, wait.
This one got to count.
Yeah, I do. Oh my gosh.
Do the most. Be extra.
Okay.
Do the most.
Yes, like doing the most.
Yeah, because people are not doing enough.
Okay. And that is what it is. And her ego is superseding what they actually doing.
Okay.
And they don't have no ego. Oh, there's jokes. Let's get to the jokes now, right? Okay, so okay, 1, don't have an ego. Well, if you have an ego, make sure you can back it up. You know, like Beyonce said, and he can back it up.
But even if you can back it up, still, people don't want to work with anybody that has a nasty attitude.
Exactly. Because you can be confident within yourself and know that you're the shit, but also, again, back to seeing the value in others to treat them as they should be treated. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so where were we number? Oh my God, don'ts. Don'ts.
Okay, so don't be messy.
Don't be messy. And then, yes, don't fuck everybody out here, y'all.
Keep it to yourself.
Yes, that's the most. Oh my God, I hear so many stories that just mess up so many opportunities for people because y'all couldn't keep y'all fucking
y'all messing with everybody.
Yeah,
and you could become from a genuine place, but you don't know always with the other person who they're involved with, who they know, who they mess with prior to you, and what drama that's created for you behind the scenes.
Yeah,
you know, just don't mess with nobody. Nobody in your industry. You don't work in pleasure.
Right, exactly, and don't be envious.
Don't be envious.
Yeah.
Nobody likes a hater.
Yeah. Don't be envious. And then, but envy is like jealousy, right?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Don't be lazy.
Oh my God, yes. Don't be lazy. And then also one more thing. What's the last one? That's the last one. It's done? Oh, that's where we go, y'all. Y'all take what y'all take from that. Okay?
We're trying to give you the keys here.
Yeah, exactly.
Elevated existence.
Oh, period. Hashtag elevated existence.
Period.
Yes. Single. Okay. Oh my gosh, y'all. This was the last episode of the season. What am I going to do without y'all? But y'all better tune in. Y'all better be more active coming season 3 because we got a whole new thing for y'all, okay? So thank y'all for watching. This is literally 17 episodes. 18 episodes, 17 Money's first listen. And I'm excited, you guys. So see y'all in season 3.